Thank you for watching, and remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your support.
Like a parfait, but you know.
It'll look like a parfait, but it'll taste like a shepherd's pie.
I think the other one, it was a barbecue sugar mama, and it's barbecue slider, but it's between two donuts.
Oh,
so,
wow.
You hungry yet?
Yeah.
Either. I'm not very good at it. But yeah, it looks like incredible weather. Maybe a little bit on the hot side, but nothing too far out of control.
Yeah, nothing to complain about. No big storms anyway in the forecast as of right now. We'll keep focused on that forecast for you, but also America's Morning headquarters will get you ready for the week and the weekend ahead. All the way to school. So she's worried about being hot.
Oh, and finding that first day of school outfit, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a really big deal. Well, America's Morning headquarters rolls on until noon. Thank you so much for joining us.
So welcome back in, everybody. We're going to continue talking about all the storms that are still firing up across the south. We still have some flash flooding concerns, and we're going to get you ready for our water challenge. So conserving water in the West especially, of course, has been such a focus this year. And nationwide, we're going to invite you to join our challenge, and we'll give you some ways to do that. So let's take a look at where we could have some travel issues on your Monday morning. Across the Northeast, overall pretty good. You can see out there we've got dry conditions everywhere in the forecast this morning, and temperature is not bad. 70 in New York City, 74 in Boston, comfortable, not too humid, right? And Philly and DC, we're running in the low 70s as well. Farther south, now we do have temps this morning that are in the mid 80s. We've got the, the typical heat and humidity, but at least we don't have a lot of rain to start this morning here into the south and east. There's a few pockets of showers. There's going to be a few more pockets of shower later today, so you're lucky if you don't have the rain, actually, I think early for travel. Midwest weather looks great, and you know what I saw this weekend in Wisconsin? Actual blue sky, like blue sky, and not, covered with smoke and haze or clouds or everything else that we've been dealing with. So that was nice to get a break from that. We got temps in the mid 60s. No airport delays early on Molly, but of course that could change as we get through the day.
Now that you say that,
we've been talking so much about how desperately we need the rain, and now we're saying, wait, stop, it's too much at once. But it's really only been in, I would say, Arizona, into Utah, parts of Nevada that have had the too much rain.
And New Mexico a little bit in that category as well. But we've seen just the drought being eroded from areas like New Mexico as well as Arizona because we've had all of that good water.
We did have a one-category improvement there, but we're still obviously in drought. There's still color on the map. We're still in severe drought there, and the exceptional drought still covers a very significant part of the West. Now, we have more rain in the forecast, and with it will come the concerns for flash flooding, mainly in some of the burn scar areas.
And that becomes the most dangerous because the water hits those burn scars, and it runs off basically like it's hitting pavement.
Yeah, there's not a lot of steering for these storms. We're underneath a big ridge of high pressure. And so what that means, when you think of a big ridge, you probably think heat, right? If you watch us, you know that this means sinking air and heat. But we've got these showers and storms, and the moisture that's kind of trapped underneath it with a little disturbance. And so when it starts raining here, chances are there's not going to be a lot to steer those storms around, and they get stuck and they rain right over the same area.
And there's what's stuck right there, that stationary front that's along the front range. It's helping pull in some of that moisture as well. So we will see a couple of days, at least through Wednesday, of that flash flooding threat.
Yeah, so the rainfall could be heavy at times. Watching Albuquerque, places like Aspen. If you're doing any hiking in Colorado, be especially wary of these thunderstorms developing into the afternoon for the flash flooding risk and also for the lightning risk as well.
Lightning too, especially for those hikers. Well, it's time now to weatherproof your home. It's good for your wallet and the environment.
Look at your forecast today. Maybe you're in vacation mode, getting up early, trying to do a little fishing out there. Most spots pretty good. There's a couple of areas of thunderstorm activity, a lot of it off the coast. You can see that over even the northern Bahamas. We've got some showers. That flow coming in from west to east here is going to bring some showers in across the Big Bend area of Florida as we get through the afternoon. Showers in Tallahassee and Pensacola, watching for some showers and storms there. And then as we get you through the afternoon, let's show you where things are going to pop, because you've got, these showers persistently kind of moving in across this zone north of Tampa, maybe up towards Hudson Beach, Newport Richey. Those are some of the spots that will get it. We'll see showers coming on in right across the Florida Panhandle. And you can see how things, again, are taking that movement from west to east. So it won't necessarily be the onshore flow that you're so used to across this area. Scattered showers and storms in the forecast, even into the evening. But then once the sun sets, things will die down yet again. And we'll be watching for tomorrow to do it all over again. Very similar pattern. Temps in the mid to upper 80s, the humidity really high, and that will make the heat index feel even higher than this temperature. All right, Molly, back to you. I want to show you some video of what's been happening in the last 15 or 20 hours or so. Water spouts all over the place in the Great Lakes, mainly Lake Ontario. And you can see these water spouts out here just kind of lined up, and you're thinking, what's going on? Well, it's water spout season. Believe it or not, water spout season over the Great Lakes begins for us here in August. And it's not as much sort of your classic tropical water spout as it is something that we call a cold air funnel. When you've got some cooler air aloft and the warmer waters over the Great Lakes helps these spins sort of occur. But you look at when do we typically get water spouts on the Great Lakes, it starts ramping up big time actually in the month of August, continuing into September, and then the first part of October. So yes, we are in water spout season. In fact, sometimes even in July you see them, but this is the time of year when we get these colder upper level lows that move over the Great Lakes, and it can help this happen where you get some converging winds that come together that actually can help develop some low level spin. And especially when you have the colder air aloft and the warmer air that's right over the surface of the Great Lakes here, you can get these spins that develop. The clouds develop, the warm air rises here, and it's that vertical spin, or that vertical rise I should say, that helps develop that spin, and as it gets stretched it just tightens up the spin and you get an even faster little funnel forming, and there you go. Here's your water spout over the Great Lakes. Water temperatures right now in the Great Lakes, especially Lake Ontario and Lake Erie, range from mainly from the 70s, some in the upper 60s. Erie actually the warmest spot, close to 80 in spots here, but here's our upper level low coming on in, and so that's bringing in some cold air aloft, and that is your recipe for water spouts over the Great Lakes, which is why we've pretty much seen an outbreak over the last 24 hours over Lake Ontario.